What's going on, everybody? Chris from Out West with Chris here, and get ready for a really rough video. Really rough. In this video, I'm going to be talking about my 5 things that I gotta have with me when I'm out kayak fishing. Just 5 things. And we're not counting paddle, we're not counting the kayak itself, we're not counting rods and reels, and we're not counting my PFD, okay? So 5 things other than that stuff that I gotta have with me for a variety of reasons. And we're going to go over that right now. This is going to be a little bit of a rough video, shooting it on my phone, holding it in my hand as I'm doing so. And I'm in my garage. I just moved. Look at this mess. Oh my gosh. I got like 3 kayaks. Yep, there's 3 right there. You can't tell. But just moving right now and still getting organized. Just recorded an episode of Yak Tactics podcast. And I was drinking a little bit. Don't tell anybody. Okay, so 5 things I got to have with me when I'm out kayak fishing. First one. Here's number 1. These are a pair of like aluminum pliers. These are from a company called Ego. I got them on a lanyard that goes down to the kayak so I don't lose them. But gotta always have these pliers. They have a little split ring deal. They have like a little cutter right there that you can actually replace. But aluminum pliers. Gotta get those hooks out of fish. It's got the split ring deal as well. So these are pretty good little pliers, but gotta have pliers with me when I'm out on the kayak. Number 2, scents. Okay, I am a believer in scent. So when I'm throwing a Senko, when I'm throwing a jig, when I'm throwing pretty much anything, even if I'm fishing for non-bass species, if I'm fishing for trout, I do have a scent for that. We'll keep it turned around. Got to keep some secrets, right? Got to keep some of those secrets secret. But for bass, I use a lot of Procure. It's the Super Gel. This one is the Garlic Nightcrawler. I throw this on my Senkos. I use the Garlic Crawfish for jigs and creature baits. When I'm punching, I put that on there. And then I use a couple others here and there, a little bit less. But gotta have my scents. I like the Procure. There's a lot of different options out there as far as scents go. But if you're not using a scent when you're out fishing, whether you're on a boat, bank, or kayak, maybe try to work that in. You know what I mean? But for me, they've been very helpful. And I can pretty much attribute some catches to using scents. So always keep that in mind. But that's number 2 on my list. Next up, number 3. This is number 3 right here. And this is my crate. Some people use a black pack. Some people use crates that are just ginormous. This one is just a milk crate. Nothing big. 3 rod holders on it. Straps down into the tank well with these bungee systems on the Hobie, and similar on different kayaks that I have, these 2. So, but the crate, it's how I carry all my tackle, right? So I got these plain old edge boxes. I got some plastics in there. Put my scale here, and I got a new scale. So, but yeah. Now there are times that I do go out without my crate. If I'm just trying to keep everything nice and light. And maybe I'm fishing for trout and I only need one little Plano box. Sometimes I don't take the crate with me. 9 times out of 10 though, if I'm fishing, 9.5 times out of 10, if I'm fishing, I got the crate with me. So always got to have that. Okay, as we move on to number 4, I am really interested in knowing what your guys' like must-haves are when you're out kayak fishing, accessories. What are your essential accessories? That excludes your paddle, your PFD, all of the givens, right? You're going to have rods and reels if you're going to be fishing. So that doesn't count. What are your accessories? Comment down below. Let me know. If you want to give it to me in a list form or you just want to give me 2 or 3, I am interested. Maybe I'm missing out on something. All right, folks, here is number 4. This is another item from that company Ego. I got it upside down. This is the Ego S2 slider. This is my new net. Been using this guy quite a bit. It's gone out every trip of the last 2 months or so, and I really like it. I don't know if I could do this one-handed, but you press that button down, and you can extend it. It extends it pretty far. You know, nice nut. It's got a nice rubberized plastic. These Ego nets are really nice, actually. I have another one for different style of fishing, for different fish, but I'm really liking this one. This is the S2 slider cryptic version, so that's a cryptic camo that you see there, and you get a blue on the hoop with this version as well. So kind of a nice touch with that color scheme right there. Matches the Kayak, which is always cool. Anyways, gotta have my net. You never know when you're gonna come across the big fish, and if you come across the big fish, you can land them by hand. But you know, having a net is a little bit of peace of mind, and this net I am extremely happy with so far. So number 4, the Ego S2 slider. We stepped inside for number 5 just because number 5 was in here. I just got this delivered in the mail yesterday, and it's a scale. So this is one of the lip grip scales. I had a different scale, and I talked about it in my last video, and I wasn't a super huge fan of it. I've used this style of scale in the past and really liked it. It did a great job for me when I've used it in the past. This is the Berkeley, I don't know, technical name for it. I didn't pay attention to that. I knew what I was looking for. But it's a fish grip scale combo. Nothing too fancy. That's number 5. Some way to measure your catches, right? Keep track of things. So whether that's scale, whether that's a bump board, I do usually try to take a bump board with me. You know, I track it's weird. I track my bass, like PB weights and that type of stuff with a scale, but I track my trout PB stuff with a bump board. So by length, that's how I track my trout. I don't know why I do that, but I do. So anyways, scale or measuring device, one of the two. I'm just going to lump them in together. That's number 5. So that rounds out the list of my 5 things. So we had, just to recap, we had pliers, we had scent, we had a net, we had our crate or our tackle management system, whatever, black pack, whatever, and then we had a measuring device of some sort. So for me, it's a scale. Got to have the scale with me. Bump board I can leave at home most times. I'm not going to freak out if I don't have it, but for me, got to have the scale. All right, guys, so that pretty much wraps up. Oh my gosh, I am sitting here editing this video right now, and I totally just realized I forgot one of the most important items, and it's the sunglasses. Totally forgot to put that on my list. So I guess this is a list of 6 because I've been out a few times where I haven't had my sunglasses, and especially in a low light condition, or a low angle, sunrise, sunset, stuff like that. Man, the glare off the water could be such a pain. So gotta have sunglasses. Polarized sunglasses, even better, so you can see into the water more effectively. But I don't know what I was thinking. Sunglasses for sure. Gosh, I know a lot of you guys were sitting out there thinking he didn't say sunglasses, and you're getting ready to type that in the comments. Sorry to burst your bubble, but just thought about it. I am kind of in the market for a new pair of sunglasses. These are some Wiley X's. They're polarized. They're okay. But let me know what your favorite fishing sunglasses are in the comment section down below. All right, guys, so that pretty much wraps up my list. I am super interested in knowing what your essential items would be. And that goes like for boat anglers, bank anglers. kayak anglers, anybody. What are some essential things that you got to have with you? Maybe it's a pocket knife. Maybe you really feel like a pocket knife or a pair of snips or something like that. I know I'm adding to my list kind of, but what are some of those things that you got to have with you when you're out fishing? I'd love to hear from you. Now, if you have any questions or comments, maybe about like the gear that I have that I take with me, or why I didn't include such and such, or if I ever take out, XYZ with me or something like that, why I didn't include something on the list, leave it down in the comment section down below. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully the next video I'll be out on the water or out in somewhere, maybe in the forest or something, doing something fun rather than filming a silly list video in my living room / garage. The garage is right there. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Thanks for getting out west with Chris.